time I'm like, maybe, I don't really care if I do or not. And so he encouraged me to go to confession. So we had this great confession, but before confession ended, we started talking. And this is all, my whole thing was, okay, I had no trust in anybody. Who I thought were my best friend just stabbed me in the back. I had no trust. And so this was a really unique situation because I was in confession. No, that priest can't go out and talk about what I tell him. And so I just poured my heart out to this guy. And this old chaplain, he's sitting there with me. What should have been a 10-minute confession turned into 2-3 hours of talking. And we talked about suffering and why we suffer and how that suffering can be a beautiful thing if we unite with the suffering of Christ on the cross. Freshman in high school, I didn't understand this. But maybe you've got some truth there. I started going to youth group. That's where I met Greg and Michael, and they were my encouragement. They kept pushing me forward. Let's go. You can do this. They kind of walked with me through this. And so I get out, and I'm going back to school, getting back to my normal daily life, and the struggles are still there. And I had these people. I had these people in youth group. The friends that I developed in youth group were amazing. I had these friends that I knew I could turn to at any point that I needed. I had these friends that I knew weren't doing drugs and weren't going to stab me in the back. Beautiful thing. I could start relating with them, and I had some of the upperclassmen kind of, mentor me and help me. And so as I was going on, I realized this is something that leads to a program. This program really started as I reflected on my time in Highland. I was with 15 other people that had attempted suicide. All of them were going through different sufferings. But there's one thing in common. We all understood each other. Maybe I didn't understand the kid next to me who had a dad die, but I understood that he was suffering and how much he was hurting, how much he just needed to talk. Talk to someone that could understand suffering. Talk to someone that would pray with them. At Highland, it's not a Catholic. There's not very many Catholic people in there. But with this priest, he gave me some books, and I was like, okay, I got nothing else to do, so I'm going to read these books. And that was another God sent moment. Because reading these books, I started to fall in love with different writers, Pope John Paul, Mother Teresa. These writers, Mother Teresa talks about the time that she went through, this time when she couldn't even feel God's love, when she couldn't feel God's presence in her life. And she went through it, and now she's on her way to sainthood, so she knew something. So reading that book really encouraged me. So I started thinking about, okay, I'm in this industry, the sports industry, I have connections with athletes and stuff, but I don't want to do this. This isn't what I'm called to do. So I started looking at this program. How can I make this program a reality? I started talking with Greg, and he started encouraging me to do this and that. And actually, the reason I ended up doing it is her husband was my counselor at Highland. And so I was talking to him, his name's Rick. I called Rick one day. I'm like, Rick, I'm crazy, and I want to start this program. But I want a mental health opinion. Because you need to talk to my wife, Don. She's got a lot of experience in this. So I started talking to Don, and without Don, this program wouldn't be where it is today. And so it's like all these things just came together. I got this Catholic priest that knew what he was talking about, encouraged me to come to the faith in a more deep way. I got Donna and helped him with this program. I had this whole team of people, Greg, Michael, that were there to support me and help me. So this program really became a reality. And so I'm very excited because there's so much suffering. I was sitting in English class a few weeks ago, and there was a kid talking about how he's going through this and that. People took him as a joke. They couldn't take him seriously because they just didn't understand what he was going through. Now, they also don't know how, it's kind of awkward sometimes. Oh, your dad died. That's like, so you try to avoid that. And so the point of this program isn't to be counselors. It isn't to, the sole purpose is to be a friend. To be a friend to somebody when they're going through their kind of suffering. I had all these friends that encouraged me to continue on. And that's what our friends, that's what our peers need, are these friends to encourage them, to motivate them, and to help them push on. So I started with this program, and it's taken off. We've got the support of the bishop here in St. Louis. We've got the Catholic Education Office, the Office of Youth Ministry. All these offices that believe in this mission are coming together to make a difference in the lives. We've lost too many people to suicide. We've lost too many people to falling into the addictions of cutting, to anorexic, to whatever the struggle may be. We've lost so many kids, and so many kids are falling into that addiction each day. And it's our job to help our friends and stand up for them. Now, what makes this program unique is the spiritual component. You see, I used to volunteer so often. I got calls forwarded to my cell phone from a crisis hotline, and one day I got this call from a girl. She goes, John, I'm pregnant, and what can I do? And so, being Catholic at this time, I went through this conversion. I'm like, all right, well, the right thing to do is call Birthright. So I get the number and contact the Birthright. I'm stranded. John should have an abortion. And this is where my Catholic faith was tested. I go, no, I don't think you shouldn't. This is why. And I gave her the reason why she should have an abortion. And I got approached. And I said, they said, you can't do this. You can't say that she can't have an abortion. That's her legal right. You have to tell her, yes, she can have an abortion. So I said, all right, goodbye. And I walked, and that was the last time I ever answered a call for that crisis hotline. And so I'm like, all right, we need a crisis hotline that knows that this spiritual stuff has meaning. We need a crisis hotline and peers that can motivate their people, their friends, in a way that grows the relationship with Christ. Christ suffered so much for us on the cross, and so if we unite that suffering to his suffering, it's such a beautiful thing. And so it's been great because we've got people, we've got Salvador, we've got people like Greg, we got several priests, president of St. Mary's on the board, and all these people really make a common difference. So right now I invite us to start into prayer. We're going to pray for our peers that are suffering, for the people that just don't understand, the people that feel like they need to take their lives, the people that feel like they need to cut or starve themselves. We need to pray for them. So right now Michael is going to lead us in a prayer. The purpose of this prayer is to pray for them, obviously, but to show that we're not in this alone. That together we're a church, and that we're going to fight. We're going to fight together. It's not one person trying to help another person. This is the church helping the person. Join me as we pray for those people.